Jennifer Kate actually started fairly organically, as much as I hate that word. I was actually working full-time in corporate PR, and I started to import and sell clothes just for fun. And something that I found was that I was always buying clothes and making little changes to them, and then whenever I would wear them, people would say, "Where'd you get that? I love that. I haven't ever seen that before." And so it got to a point where I thought, you know what, this could be a business. So I went from there. Jennifer Kate is really the antithesis to fast fashion. You know, there's so many fast fashion labels around now, and for me as a consumer, I know that I like to spend a little bit more and, you know, really buy an investment piece that will stay in my wardrobe for years to come. And that's really what Jennifer Kate's about. So we have a real focus on high quality fabrics and impeccable tailoring. I think if something doesn't fit well, there's no point in wearing it. And, you know, we really focus on natural fabrics such as leather and suede and fur. I had a really different path into the industry, and I think everybody has their own path. But for me, because I have a sort of a business background, I have a really strong focus on the business, and it's a part that I really enjoy. As nerdy as it sounds, I do love my Excel spreadsheets and all those things. So for me, I think that's been a real asset, and I think the success of the Jennifer Kate brand has really come from our ability, or my ability, to marry an understanding of consumer demand with a real respect for the nobility of the craft, but underlying that, it's always about the business. If I had to say what my biggest challenge was, I think any small business owner would tell you that delegation is a real challenge. You know, when it's your own thing, it's your baby, it's really hard to sort of trust others with it. But I think any successful small business owner would tell you that it's important to surround yourself with people that you trust and a team that you can really work with. And that's something that I've got and I'm really proud of. Something that I've been doing now quite a bit is consulting with other brands, other fashion labels, and actually, you know, a graphic designer and a few other companies as well. Really about building the business. So we talked about, you know, the foundations needed and the understanding of business acumen, really. And that's something that I've really been focusing on. So I've been consulting with other brands, helping them to build their labels. And for me, that's something that's been really rewarding. And it's definitely something that's starting to take up more and more of my time because I enjoy it so much. We have had a huge focus in the US, so we actually just took 12 months off from domestic wholesaling to really focus our efforts in the US. And I think whilst that was obviously a commercial decision, you know, ROI over there, there's just a bigger population, and, you know, everyone was really loving our range. But it was also a decision to really understand the market. I think a lot of Australian labels go over to the US and try and sell the exact same range as they're selling here. And it just doesn't work like that. You know, again, we're sort of 6 months behind with the trends, and, you know, there might be, you know, a completely different feel over there as there is here. So I think people have to understand that consumers are really different in different markets and really respond to that. So our decision to take 12 months off was, yeah, commercial, but also to really get a grounding and an understanding for that market. And then we're really excited to be bringing the range back here for summer. When we first went into the US, we did a resort range. And I think that was where I definitely extended myself in terms of design, and I think I learned a lot from it. I think now we've really found our feet, and we know exactly what we're doing and what our brand is. And we've really focused on the leather and the suede, and we do a bit of fur in winter as well. And I think it's important to, rather than try and extend yourself and be a jack of all trades, master of none, I think it's important to kind of, you know, get something really right first and then move on. So I think if I was to go back, I probably would have, you know, I would tell myself that now. Like if I could go back now knowing what I did, I'd absolutely, you know, just remember that and just say, look, whilst it's important to extend yourself and learn and grow, it's important to do it slowly and take baby steps. We've just wrapped up our winter sell in the US, which has been amazingly successful, and I'm really excited to bring those pieces here to Australian consumers as well. And, you know, as I said, in terms of the consulting and all of that sort of stuff, that's something that's taking up a lot more of my time now. And it's just been really rewarding, and I love helping new labels. I have some of the most amazingly talented clients. It's unbelievable. and they just need a little bit of an extra helping hand to sort of get there. And I think it's really important that the whole industry comes together to really support each other to help these guys grow and be successful.